To
Told
all
you
the
so.
Cowboy fans, I told you so. That's right.
Yeah.
Because that's the way it is, man.
In the NFC West, this is becoming a two-team race like we all predicted. You got the Seattle Seahawks. They're 7-1. San Francisco 49ers, they're 6-2. Arizona Cardinals, they're 4-4, and the St. Louis Rams are 3-5. Right now,
You know
what's the
what's
matter,
real?
Jeff?
You know why I'm laughing? And I'm sorry. You know why I'm laughing? Because Gio is hanging out in the chat room, but he can't hear the show.
Ebo hears us, and Gio can't. Gio, you really got to fix your stuff.
That's so funny, man. That's so funny. He's the only one that can't hear the show. That is hysterical. That just cracks me up. We're gonna have to talk to him about it when we bring him on to do the NFL picks with us. You know?
Jeff, your thoughts about the NFC West? I think we all predicted it, that Seattle and San Francisco would be battling it out, because remember, these two teams were in the playoffs last year. Seattle's heart broken
one of them's
because
gonna
they
win
lost.
One of them's gonna win the division. And one of them's hopefully one of them will come out of there from the wild card, right?
Yeah, and Pete Carroll and Jim Harbaugh have both done sensational jobs with those two teams.
Now,
Carroll coming from USC, and then
now San Francisco's sitting at the wild card spot. So we'll see what happens.
Sitting in the wild card spot, and I do believe it was San Francisco last year that was the wild card team, and Seattle took the division. I'd have to take a look at that.
Detroit's one game behind that.
In the AFC East, of course, here's the situation. You've got the New England Patriots, who are 6-2. The New York Jets, they're 4-4. Miami Dolphins, of course, winning the game 22-20 on his safety.
They're 4-4.
Yeah, and the Buffalo Bills are 3-5. Right now, New England has got the AFC wrapped up, but they're going to need a lot of help, because here's the thing. The Patriots know that they can still get the top seed, but they would need Kansas City, and they would need Denver
hold on
to start losing games.
How do you say the Patriots have it wrapped up? They're only 2 games up.
I'm predicting it, because who has overtaken the Patriots in the Belichick-Brady era? Not a lot of teams have done that. Now, if I can remember correctly, the Jets did it in 2002. They won the final game to clinch the AFC East. Miami, they won it in 2008 to win the AFC East. That's because Tom Brady had a broken knee, and he was out for the whole season. So you have to keep in mind that the Patriots have not been stopped in that division, and they have been the toughest team in the AFC East. You can't find a taker. You can't find anybody who can overtake them to win the AFC East. You've got to realize and say that the Patriots will win the AFC East again.
Because of the crappy teams in there, but there's only 2 teams. There's actually 2 teams that are only 2 games behind. So if New England falters a little bit,
continue to play better.
If they falter a little bit, come on, watch out.
The Patriots need to start playing better football. That's what it comes down to. A lot of the games that they have won have been close games.
I'm just saying they need to, Let's move over to the AFC North Division.
In the AFC North Division, you got the Cincinnati Bengals. They're 6-3. Mm-hmm. Baltimore is 3-4. Mm-hmm. Cleveland is 3-5. Mm-hmm. And
Pittsburgh.
Wes, I hate to say this, Pittsburgh is 2-5.
How about that? Pittsburgh is 2-5. This division is all whacked out, man. This division is freaking nuts.
It's crazy. It's pathetic. Not pathetic is the right word, but Cincinnati has been the surprise team. And I think maybe this is the year of surprises in the NFL. You got Kansas City being 8-0, the only undefeated team, and you've got a Bengals team that is 6-3, and that very well could win the division. And not only that, get the monkey off their back, because they haven't won a playoff game since January of 1991.
Come on, Andy Dalton. I'm telling you, man, I love that Andy Dalton. I've been a Cincinnati fan. They're my dark horse team this year. I said it early.
After the performance they had against the Jets, where they scored 49 points and held the Jets to 9, and then they lose a heartbreak. I wouldn't be concerned if I'm a Bengal fan. I'd be saying, look, the Bengals are for real. They can make a lot of noise in that division.
That's a good division there right now. They're up a couple of games, so they can falter a little bit, but not too much. I'd rather see them win a couple more games. Go in that direction. AFC South is pretty freaking nice too.
Mhm.
Houston sitting at 2-5. Indianapolis is at 5-2. Tennessee's 3-4. Houston's 2-5, and Jacksonville sitting at 0-8. That's just ridiculous, man. That's
is.
just crazy right there. That's anybody's ball game right now, even though Indianapolis is sitting at 5-2. To me,
It's anybody's, but
to me,
Jacksonville,
it's only
you
a
can
two-game
kiss them
swing.
goodbye. They're not going to win.
Well, I don't think Houston's going to win the division. I don't think Tennessee's going to win the division either, the way they're playing. I think it's Indianapolis' division to lose.
It's amazing. It's amazing when you think about how Andrew Luck has done with the Indianapolis Colts. In the AFC West, of course, the team that has continued to shock the whole sports world, the Kansas City Chiefs, they are 8-0 for the first time since the 2003 season. Right on their tails, the Denver Broncos, they're 7-1. The San Diego Chargers, they're 4-3. And the Oakland Raiders are 3-4. Right now, that's the two-team race. And I'm going to tell you, those two games between Kansas City and Denver, that's going to tell who wins that AFC West division.
How pissed off the San Diego Chargers to be in this division? Right? They're 4-3. In any other division that they would be in, they'd be in second place.
You bet.
Right? But because they're in a division that has Denver and Kansas City, they're stuck in third place and looking outside the wild card. Way outside. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yep.
You know, it's freaking nuts because there's no way the AFC West is going to produce three teams.
No way
in hell.
When you consider the fact that the two teams, Kansas City and Denver, battling it out, that's going to be really amazing to see how everything turns out when the two teams play. You know, the first meeting in Denver, then the other meeting in Kansas City. If the Broncos are going to overtake Kansas City, they're going to have to figure out a way to stop their secondary. Because Kansas City is a team that has got a very tough secondary.
Hey, you want to run to break? Bottom of the hour, we'll do our update. On the other side of the update, we'll bring in our peeps. We'll make our picks for the week 9 of the NFL season in the second half of the show. This update is brought to you by who? Who are we going to bring it by today? I got two I can decide from. What the heck? Let's go with buyhuntingequipment.com. For all your camping, hiking, and fishing gear, head on over to Buy Hunting Equipment. What the heck was that, dude? Did you drop the headphones?
Yeah, I dropped them.
Nice. Buyhuntingequipment.com. Head on over to Buy. Don't do it again. Buyhuntingequipment. Take it away, Sean, man.
Okay, welcome everybody to the NFL Real Talk Show. I'm Sean Mann, your co-host with your update. In Major League Baseball today, it was quite a day in Boston, Massachusetts, as the Boston Red Sox had the rolling rally parade. And I have to tell you, everybody, it was nothing but a blast for me because I had a chance to watch the whole parade. And what was really, really cool during the parade is they honored the Boston Marathon victims who died in the rally and people who were wounded, and they sang God Bless America. That's why you have it called Boston Strong. So now, apparently, the parade is over. The off-season is in full swing. And we've got some big news. The Tampa Bay Rays, they picked up the options on Ben Zobrist and Escobar. John Lester on 2014, he's going to come back. The Red Sox bring him. He says, quote, "It's awesome. I'm glad to be back." Derek Jeter, of course, yesterday signed a 1-year, $12 million deal and probably what will be the last year of his career as a New York Yankee. So baseball and all the free agency is expected to continue. And, of course, Dustin Pedroia, he's going to have thumb surgery. So that's going to continue. Let's get to the NBA, shall we? We got games going on right now. The Dallas Mavericks, they are playing right now. 79-71. They're taking on the Memphis Grizzlies with 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Toronto Raptors, they lead 79-67 over the Milwaukee Bucks. The Utah Jazz, that game is actually in the fourth quarter. Third quarter, the Utah Jazz lead the Houston Rockets by a score of 58-45. The Portland Trailblazers, they lead 18-15 with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left. And the other game, late game tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings playing the Golden State Warriors. That game is tipping off very shortly. 3 games go final today in the NBA. The Indiana Pacers, how about this? They moved to 3-0. They beat the Cleveland Cavaliers by a score of 89-74. The Philadelphia 76ers, they're 3-0. They've actually won all 3 of their games, including the game against the Miami Heat. They take the game barely over the Chicago Bulls by a score of 107-104. And by the way, in this update, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but the first time in franchise history, the New Orleans Pelicans won their first game with the new name. They beat the Charlotte Bobcats by a score of 105-84.
Woohoo! Pelicans!
Jeff, any thoughts about that?
Woohoo! Pelicans!
Tomorrow, the NBA schedule goes like this. It'll be the Boston Celtics taking on the Detroit Pistons as Brad Stevens tries to get his first win as an NBA head coach in his rookie year. The Washington Wizards are taking on the Miami Heat. Brooklyn Nets at the Orlando Magic. Phoenix Suns at the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Jeff's New York Knicks hosting the Minnesota Timberwolves, as Jeff's will hope that the Knicks will make their free throws this time and not lose in heartbreaking fashion. And the other game, the Atlanta Hawks at the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's move into the National Hockey League, shall we? Montreal Canadiens at the Colorado Avalanche, and right now this game is 0-0. The Avalanche are off to an 11-1 start. The Detroit Red Wings at the Edmonton Oilers, it is 2-0 Detroit Red Wings over Edmonton. Games that went final tonight in the National Hockey League. The Chicago Blackhawks at the Winnipeg Jets. The Blackhawks take the game 5-1 for the defending Stanley Cup champions. The Anaheim Mighty Ducks taking on the Buffalo Sabres tonight, and the Mighty Ducks prevail by a score of 6-3. The Tampa Bay Lightnings, they take the game 4-2 over the St. Louis Blues. Philadelphia Flyers shut out the New Jersey Devils 1-0. The New York Islanders over the Boston Bruins by a score of 3-1. The New York Rangers over the Carolina Hurricanes 5-1. A game that goes in a shootout goes to the Washington Capitals over the Florida Panthers 3-2. The Pittsburgh Penguins, they shut out the Columbus Blue Jackets 3-0. And the Vancouver Canucks, they prevail 4-0 over the Toronto Maple Leafs. And here's 2 other games when the puck will drop tonight. It'll be the Nashville Predators at the Los Angeles Kings, and the Phoenix Coyotes taking on the San Jose Sharks. For tomorrow in the NHL, there will be 3 games on tap. The Dallas Stars at the Ottawa Senators, Flames at the Chicago Blackhawks, and the New Jersey Devils taking on the Minnesota Wild. For your update for for your update for the NFL Real Talk, I'm Sean Mann. Back to Jeff Eskow, your host.
That update was brought to you by BuyHuntingEquipment.com. For all your camping, fishing, hiking, and outdoor gear, head on over to BuyHuntingEquipment.com. That's BuyHuntingEquipment.com. All right, what do you say we bring in the rest of the gang, which is Ebo and Gio. Gio has a problem. He can't listen to the show or any shows on Spreaker. But once he comes in, then he can listen to us. But I don't understand it. What the hell's going on there, Gio?
What's going on there, Gio?
Yeah, I see the little Boston Red Sox champion thing there, logo there. Yeah,
I'm glad you love that. I put that on especially for you, Gio, because we are the champions.
I only took a 90 card.
Hey, take that crap off your head and put it away and put it in the box. It's freaking football season.
Gio and Jeff, you're just jealous because the Red Sox are the World Series champions and your teams didn't make it. Ha!
Hey, go suck an egg.
Oh, my God.
Gio, how come you can't hear it on Spreaker?
Huh?
How come you can't hear the show on Spreaker?
I have so many things on Vaughn TV thinks it's a flash drive issue or something. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Is that the only one? Is that the only place you can't hear shows at?
Yeah, it's just this site. I can't hear anything. None of the shows come in.
Even when you go over to iTunes?
I didn't finish going to iTunes.
I